Welcome to another video, the same every time. IGCSE Maths, GCSE Maths, looking at the questions that apart from the numbers are the same every time. Learn how to do them, get yourself into the marks, get yourself into the grades. We're looking at Pythagoras Theorem here and finding a missing side in a right angled triangle. If you watched the previous video, I showed you an approach to Pythagoras Theorem where we aren't writing down formulas. We're not doing the a squared plus b squared equals c squared and then trying to rearrange the formula. No, we don't need to do that. We just need to ask ourselves, are we finding the longest side? If we are, then it's square, square, add, square root. Are we finding one of the shorter sides? If we are, then it's square, square, subtract, square root. So in this question they say calculate AC, and by the way, when you see a picture of a triangle like this one on your exam paper, you'll notice they've labelled the corners ABC, and when they say calculate AC, if it's just two letters written next to each other, they mean the length of the side from A to C. So the first thing we do is we ask ourselves, are we finding the longest side or one of the shorter sides? Well, it's the side opposite the right angle, so it's the longest side. So what we need to do is square, square, add, square root. The first number we square there, 1.6. So square, then 2.8, squared, square, square, add, square root. There we are. Simple as that. Make sure you're writing down your method, though. Of course, you could do the whole thing here on a calculator and just write down your final answer, but that would not be the best plan. Writing down your full method is what we need. So try this on your calculator, type it in exactly as it looks, make sure that you can actually operate your calculator. So as a decimal, I've got 3.224903099. If I was on an exam, I would tend to write down my full calculator answer and my method, so I know I'm definitely getting into the marks. Then I go back and read the question. Is the question asking me to round this to a particular degree of accuracy? Well, no, it isn't. But as I said in the previous video, there are some exam papers where on the front of the paper it asks you to round non-exact answers to a certain degree of accuracy, 3 significant figures, for example. So that's what I'll do. I'm going to write down my final answer to 3 significant figures. However, since I've got my method and I've got my full calculator answer, then my rounded answer, I think I've pretty much covered myself for getting the mark for that question. There we are, Pythagoras Theorem, fairly straightforward. Longest side, square, square, add, square root. If the video was useful to you, please press the like button and please also press subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. I will return in the next video.